Hello everybody, and welcome back to Death Stranding, aka Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus. On the last episode of Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus, we kind of went full circle, actually. We are now back in the isolation ward at Capital Knot City. Well, at least we came back here to deliver cryptobiotes to Fragile, who was in a near coma at this point. And in doing so, we've now kind of come to the conclusion that Amelie really has been pulling the strings of everything, and we gotta go find her in her own beach. And Sam is gonna try and talk some sense into her. And by talk some sense into her, I'm assuming we mean boss fight her in the face. So we are, of course, on a loading screen because I just kind of left it exactly where it was when we ended the stream last night. So no Mountain Dew or Monster to drink, no loo to check on, no showers, shits, or pisses to take. Let's just get right into this, and I think we're going to go right till the end, making this the finale, and probably going to have a few channel announcements for the credits, so definitely stay tuned for that. Anyway, enough of me gabbing. Let's take a sip of this here Jack and Coke, because apparently they make Jack and Coke in a can now. It's a match made in heaven in a tall boy. And get to it.
Sam. There you are.
Yay, it's always fun to play together, isn't it, puppy?
You want to go home? Let's go home. It's okay. I know the way.
Okay. Did she just drop me in the seam? Or the baby in the seam? Is it supposed to be baby Sam? Why is the water red? Oh boy, what's going on here? Okay. Stop the extinction. Okay. Do I run along the beach or do I run towards the planet? Oh. We'll find out, I'm sure. If I'm going the wrong way, it'll stop me. That is a lot of beached whales. We have a cutscene rest. I'm not in control here. I see.
London Bridge is falling down.
Hello, Amelie.
Falling down. Falling down. London Bridge is falling down. My fair lady.
You were a little off key there at the end, babe. Black dress now. You dressed for a funeral?
The last stranding has already begun.
Bridget?
Amelie?
You're too late. What took you so long?
Your voice.
You still don't know who I am, do you?
She has Die Hardman's gun.
Who are you?
You got Die Hardman's mask on? Called it.
Sam. I knew you'd come back.
Hi, Mom.
Sam, listen to me.
Why is everyone wearing Die Hardman's mask all of a sudden? That is Die Hardman.
I love you, Sam.
What?
I'll be waiting for you on the beach. I've been waiting for you, right here, ever since. You were supposed to stop me. Stop all of this.
Bridget?
Yes. It's me, Sam.
Where's Amelie?
Where she's always been. Nowhere. My daughter, Samantha America Strand, doesn't exist.
Amelie doesn't exist.
Not in your world. I'm sorry, Sam. I've had to wear a mask for so long. Amelie and Bridget are both a part of me.
What's this supposed to mean?
Quiet, and I'll tell you. There is no time for questions. Listen. Just listen.
I am ready for some Kojima-length cutscenes. Let's do this.
Do you understand, Sam? Amelie and Bridget. Those are just names. What I am is an extinction entity. So, knowing what you know now, you have two choices.
It's getting shot, one of them.
You wouldn't come back if it happened here, you know. You'd be straight on to the afterlife. But no. It's not one of them. Killing you would be a terrible mistake. I know that better than anyone. The last stranding has already begun. A seam has formed from my beach and the beaches of every soul in America. And soon it will be inundated by a vast surge of antimatter starting here. In a flash, this world will be no more. Consumed by an explosion. Big Bang.
That's quite a theory.
So, that brings us to your first choice. Do nothing. Stay here with me and bear witness to the very end.
Just watch it burn.
Together. With me. Until the last flame winks out. Doesn't sound so bad, does it? It's not like the world has long left anyway. Then there's the second choice. In expanding the network, you brought people and their beaches together, integrating them into a greater whole. Like this Kipu. But in doing so, you also bound them to my beach. The very beach where I opened the gates to the other side. You can't stop what's coming. But if you cut me and my beach loose, perhaps you can stop it from spreading. You might just prevent the last stranding. And mankind will live to die another day.
It doesn't have to end here.
But it does. The beach is doomed no matter what. One look ought to tell you that. Which is why we must sever our connection.
That'll be it. The end of the Death Stranding.
You can't stop the inevitable. The sixth extinction will happen either today or tomorrow. You can either end it with dignity, quick, clean, and in a flash, or you can struggle in vain, knowing full well what's waiting come the finish. Those are your choices. You kept it all this time. Perhaps you still have a chance to stop this nightmare. You brought the world together. You have the right to decide. Pull the rope or cut the noose. But whatever you do, don't hesitate. I'm ready, Sam Strand. Make your choice.
Wait. I don't know what to do.
Sure you do. After everything, how could you not?
That is some beautiful imagery, I must say. What? Well. Okay. I thought I did, but she didn't let me. So I guess we'll have to just choke her out the old-fashioned way. I am at a loss. Something tells me I fucked up.
I'm ready, Sam Strand. Make your choice.
Wait,
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
Sure you do. After everything, how could you not?
I am a little bit perplexed here. Do not have my Audra deck. Obviously isn't working. So then what do I do? Okay, so this just gives me one other question then. Do I turn it on myself? Can I turn it on myself?
I'm ready, Sam Strand. Make your choice.
Wait, I don't know what to do.
Sure you do.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do here. Do I go out beyond her? Is there anything else? Ah.
I'm here for you. Always. Like you were for me.
Here. It's a dream catcher. Wear it when you sleep, and I'll keep the nightmares away. I'll always be with you. When you're all grown up, You'll need it to make us whole again. And when the time comes, you'll have to stop me. You are the only one who can. Promise you'll remember. Sam, I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
I remember. You knew. You always knew.
I did and I didn't. I had so many dreams of the future. I didn't know which ones to trust. Which is why I decided to share them with you and the others. But to connect the dots, to make sense of everything, you need perspective. You need time. Time has no meaning to me. I am not a line. I am a single point. Which is why all I could do was just show you the choices and let you decide.
Our nightmares are your dreams.
You found the common thread, the strand that links them together. And you did that the only way possible. To live life one day at a time. Thank you, Sam. A gun won't help you here. But it still has a role to play.
So you might want to pick it up.
Between people that brought the world together. And if that is what matters most to you, then I will stay here on this beach. And I will shut myself in and the rest of you out.
Shut yourself in, come on.
Once the last stranding starts, it can't be stopped. I can't go with you. All I can do is try to spare you the worst.
Why do you have to stay on the beach?
Sam, I am the beach. And I must stay here and ensure that the extinction happens. Even if it takes tens or hundreds of thousands of years.
Alone?
That's what an EE does. If I had just done my job, none of this would have happened. But I couldn't take it anymore. I got so tired of waiting, and I figured that no one would blame me if I just got it all over with. So, that's what I did.
Sounds like hell.
But you and the others came together, connected. And you may be living on borrowed time, but you still have hope. Before each of the Big Five, life rebelled. They fought back, evolved in order to survive. The extinction isn't just an ending. It's an opportunity. And if I have to pay the price for that, to be the sacrifice, then so be it. Even if we aren't together, we will always be connected. Goodbye, Sam.
Kicking me out of her beach again? I guess? Whoa. Before that thing went supernova. her false bridge babies?
A gun won't help you here. But it still has a role to play.
Now we're on my beach. And we got credits. Okay. Well, then what happens if I walk off the beach and into... Interesting. There are strands. Oh, stop me and put me somewhere else again.
Quiet, and I'll tell you. There is no time for questions.
What?
When you were young, you used to have bad dreams. You cried about them all the time. The truth is, those weren't your dreams. They were mine. For as long as I can remember, I've dreamt of the beach. Not just while sleeping, in my waking hours too. In my dreams, I watched the world end so many times. Countless past extinctions that decimated life on this planet. Again, and again, and again. At first, I didn't understand what I was seeing or why. And that wasn't the worst of it. There were other, more terrible dreams. Dreams of death and destruction. Of a massive extinction to come. Like this one. And I would always be the one to end it all. To bring about the last stranding. As I have today.
Okay. So I guess I'd just run along the beach. Yes, you can very much tell it was written by Hideo Kojima. This is very interesting. I don't... Like, it feels like there's still more to go. Oh, there definitely is. Okay, so I was right. It's just running along for now. Or... Huh. Seems to have loaded me back at the start. Interesting. Whoa.
The first operation. I was only 20. I opened my eyes and found myself on the beach. But the moment I came round, I was back in the hospital bed.
What?
I was split across two worlds. Bridget, my Ha in that one. Amelie, my Ka in this. Somehow, the two of us managed to coexist. Soon, our ages began to diverge. Only Bridget's body got older, while the beach kept Amelie's the same. So I came up with a story. I told people that Amelie was my daughter. A daughter with a debilitating condition and an absent father. Look. Amelie. Is French for soul. A soul that's a lie. There was no Amelie. Only me and the beach. I thought it was a curse in the beginning. But later, I started thinking, maybe I can use this. I tried to find out more about the beach. Because understanding the beach had to be the key to interpreting my visions of the future.
Alright, and a little bit more running. This definitely does feel like the ending to a Kojima game. And definitely, from a stylistic choice, very interesting. Sam's beach is also very icy and cold, like he is right now. Because he seems a little dead to me. I guess this is a before credits scene. Because we still have that gun. Wonder what role it will have to play. Teleport. Again, back to the start. This one seems trapped on the beach, almost.
I realized the beach was connected to the world of the dead, which meant that somewhere out beyond it were the memories of time itself, including those of every organism that had ever lived. 4.6 billion years of biological history, a history that might even stretch back to the creation of the universe. The chiral network and everything that followed was born from my pursuit of that knowledge. By passing data through the beach, we were unbound by the restrictions of time. Simulations that would have taken years or more were simple and effortless. Everything that the Earth had lost and forgotten could be reconstructed and reclaimed. But shortly after we began our research, America saw its first void out. I thought I was running out of time, that my nightmares were becoming a reality. So I raced to complete the chiral network as quickly as possible. The past held all the answers. If only I could find a way to piece them together. A network that bridged our world and the beach. That might do it, I believed. So I started researching bridge babies, children bound to the world of the dead. What causes an extinction entity to come into being? What was the reason for the previous 5 mass extinctions? The answers to those questions would tell me how to stop the 6th. I founded bridges, more determined than ever to build a chiral network that would cover all of America. But the longer I fought my war against the inevitable, the weaker I became. My Ha had cancer. The beach's punishment, maybe, for not playing along like a good little EE. And then, just like that, my Ha was gone. I couldn't finish what I'd started. So, I asked you to do it for me. And you did. You helped us complete the network. Helped us to reclaim everything the universe experienced from its inception to this moment.
That makes a
Every
lot of sense
mystery
now.
was ours to solve. Like this one. Once, there was an explosion. A big bang that gave birth to time and space. Thing is, it was more like a big fluke. All that matter and antimatter should have canceled itself out, leaving nothing. But somehow a tiny speck of matter survived. Just enough. Enough to make this world and everything in it. A world that shouldn't be, a world out of balance. Order inevitably gives way to chaos. Everything that lives must inevitably die. It's like the universe is trying to return us to the nothing we came from. Maybe the Big Five were its best attempts to finish us off. But somehow, life always managed to survive just enough. Enough to thumb its nose at the will of the cosmos. You know, I'm starting to think that extinction might be the key to overcoming total annihilation. It forces life to fight to survive, to endure, to exist. That's why the Big Five ultimately rekindled life instead of extinguishing it. From the ashes of the dead rise the living. Stronger and wiser. Inheritors of the legacy of existence itself. They defy the universe and refuse to surrender. They say, we're just getting started.
It's just mirror their 5 strands
Extinction
over there.
is an opportunity.
Oh wait, no, there's more than 5. So that makes a lot more sense now with why Bridget had the black tar on her hands when she, with her dying breath, signed the contract with Sam Bridges to send him across America. I like that they're wrapping up this. This is just a if I don't mind myself saying so, slightly pretentious way to do it, but Hideo Kojima is nothing if not pretentious, and I'm been well aware of that since before I started playing this game. So I've played a bunch of his games. They're always pretentious, but awesome. Anyway, is this gonna teleport me back to center if I go too far this way? Or is he gonna sit down and have another think with Amelie in a minute? Woo! Or maybe I can go climb the mountain. He's trapped on his own beach for sure.
I pulled the trigger twice that day. I knew at once I'd made a mistake. I found your beach and looked everywhere for you. Sam. There you are.
Oh. What?
You want to go home? Let's go home. I wanted to set you free from death once and for all. It's okay. I know the way. But in doing so, I upset the fundamental balance between life and death. I just wanted to save you.
Is that what caused death to strand for everyone else then?
I am an extinction entity. It's my fate to lead our species to extinction. But that moment, you became part of that fate. You became a repatriate, and dooms started spreading my nightmares to others throughout the world. It was me that got you and everyone with dooms into this.
So
Not
it
long
started
after,
with...
the Death Stranding occurred. The dead clung to our world, and BTs used my beach to cross over and devour them, triggering more void-outs. A catalyst that would set the world on a path to extinction. It was my duty to serve as a sacrifice, to wait and watch it unfold from this beach. That, or hasten the last stranding and end this slow death. Given these, my only options, I chose to end it quickly. But to trigger the last stranding, I needed you, a part of me. Here too. I would be able to witness extinction consummated with you by my side. But now that you're here, there's another choice. You can cut me off. An EE doesn't have that option for itself. But in my nightmares, I saw another future. One that you chose. One where extinction is hope against total annihilation.
Okay. Interesting.
Faintly, I'll go. To take this head on. Soon I'll come around. Lost and never found. Waiting for my words. Seen but never heard. Buried underground. But I'll keep coming.
I thought that was Jeff Keighley. Well, I'm sure there is still more to come. But this is definitely an ending from what we can see. And overall, this game has been a wild ride. Truly nothing else like it that I've played before. A one-of-a-kind game in every sense of the word. In a lot of great ways. In some questionable ways, for sure. Still not sure entirely how I feel about this being a game that effectively forces you into taking a long damn time to do anything. Yeah, he is trapped here. Story is really good though. Really cool little piece of sci-fi with so many great themes. Dark for sure, but again, I think a very relevant tale to be told, especially given what last year was like. For this to come out in 2019, it was almost a little prophetic about the importance of reconnection and all that. Will this take me to the scene if I go down this way? Have me take the gun out? That's the question. I'm just grooving to the low roar right now. Like, that is one other great thing about this game. It tuned me into this band. This band is like a more in-tune Radiohead almost. Yes, you give those credits side-eye. Mr. Sam Porter Bridges. Give Kojima all the side eye. Now he's got the
A
gun.
gun won't help you here. But it still has a role to play.
I had a feeling that's where that was heading.
Listen, Sam. I was the one that brought you and Cliff together again. There was something I wanted you to know. You were never abandoned.
Oh.
And you're not alone. Don't you see, Sam? You have to live.
There are the big five. That's a twist that I just finally pieced together. BB-28 was not Cliff's child. Sam was. What is going on here, though? I will follow this BT. This is a really...
I see him. This way. He's over there. Sam! Sam! Over here, Sam. Dead right.
Is it supposed to be them?
We're coming, Sam. You ready, Fraja?
Ready. Sam, I see him.
Okay. Lou, take me to Sam.
Sam.
Don't give up. You're still connected.
behind the scene. That is just a weird image. It's a gray baby. All right. So what's next? Because this obviously is not done yet. Happy reunion with the Scooby Gang, maybe?
For too long have we lived as strangers to one another, divided by walls built to keep us safe. But now, with the completion of the Cairo network, we may at last move forward as a people united. Today, we come together to celebrate the birth of a new nation for a new world, the United Cities of America. I once took an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. And though that proud republic may be no more, we remain. And so, as your president, I hereby swear to support and defend you, the people. Let there be no more walls between us, nor masks to hide who we are. Let there be a new America. An America where we can face one another, where we can speak our minds and open our hearts. The old ways die hard, but I believe, my fellow Americans, that we have the strength and the courage to rise above our past and embrace our future. The Death Stranding is a part of that past. An enduring shadow. A constant reminder of what could have been. That we stand here today is testament, not to the greatness of any one individual, but to our capacity to come together. To the bonds between us. To our collective greatness. All things must come to an end. Ourselves included. But as long as we savor each moment, find joy in the promise of tomorrow, embrace hope, and reject despair, we will endure. President Bridget Strand and her daughter, Samantha America Strand, sacrificed everything in their pursuit of hope that we, the people, might be whole again. That they are not here today to see the fruits of their labor fills us all with a profound sadness. But we find comfort in the knowledge that their memories will live on in the Cairo network and in our hearts. We will always remain connected. There's another hero in this story. One whose achievements seem destined to go unrecognized.
And he's walking out
America
of the
still
room now.
needs that hero. That person without whom we would not be here. Now, the name is unimportant, but you know who I mean. And for that unsung hero, I have a message. It was you who brought us together. You who made us whole again. And while you and I will eventually pass on, we will be...
Going somewhere, Sam? Tired of being the unsung hero?
No, I'm done is all. She's gone.
Come on, wait. There's something I need to tell you. Huh. This doesn't bother you anymore? Well, that's great. Now, wouldn't you like to know how we brought you back from the beach? We were going to use the doll, but didn't have one handy, which is when I remembered something else.
Not what I think it is.
Yes. What could be more connected to Amelie's beach than President Strand's umbilical cord? Hartman thought that's why she left it with me in the first place. Unfortunately...
It didn't work.
Yeah, she'd already cut her beach loose. It was just gone. We didn't know if that meant she dragged you into the great beyond, or sent you to some other beach. We were really racking our brains. Hartman and Mama split up and started searching every beach you might feasibly have washed up on. We looked for a month with absolutely nothing to show for it.
He was on that beach for a month?
A month on the outside. How long on the inside?
Trust me when I tell you, you don't want to know. But don't worry. We found no signs of accelerated aging. In the end, this is what led us to you. Just when we were about to give up, Die Hardman reminded us about the revolver. So, we tried to follow it, and it led us to a far corner of your own beach. And bingo, there you were. Mama made visual contact first. She was able to see you from her vantage point on the other side. She informed Lockna via their connection, and Hartman confirmed your location during his subsequent NDE. The plan was for Fragile to, in essence, slingshot Lou and me to your position, so we could rescue you. But it's not so easy to send multiple individuals to another person's beach for an extended period of time. And that's where the umbilical cord came in. We wove these from President Strand's DNA. They serve as a single knot that binds us all.
Interesting.
The President must have known all of this would happen. Ironic, isn't it? The gun that set this whole mess in motion ends up being the key to saving you.
Amelie. She said it had another purpose.
Not a weapon, but a lifeline. A stick that became a rope. I suppose that's one way of putting it. Oh, Sam. You have no idea how long I've been waiting to give you a hug. Got something else to tell you. Top secret.
In the
It's about
shower?
Cliff. BB's mother's name was Lisa Bridges, Cliff's common-law wife.
Lisa Bridges.
Now, Cliff was killed by a man identified in the records only as John. Former U.S. Special Forces. Quite good at it by all accounts. Later appointed as an aide to the president, who used him for most of her wet work. The records go on to state that he vanished after Cliff's death. A warrant was put out, but he was later found dead. Turned out some people die harder than others, though. Dear John donned a mask and reappeared with a new identity. But you can't fool the chiral network. We restored the old records, and Mama hid them deep in the archives. You're the only one, besides us, with access privileges. Take a look if you're so inclined. But don't say I didn't warn you. The President's got some dirty, dirty laundry. I don't trust him, but I'll work with him if that's what it takes. We'll talk later.
Sam. I don't expect you to forgive me. But would you hear me out? I killed Captain Clifford Unger.
We know.
I would tell you I did it for America. For love of country. But I didn't. I did it for her. Because I loved her with all my heart. She was everything to me. Everything. Now, I'm not trying to make excuses. I just want you to know that not a day's gone by when I haven't thought about it. Time didn't help. Or the mask. Please, let me finish. The captain, saved my life. You know why they call me Die Hardman. Because he wouldn't let me die. He brought my sorry ass back home every time. And I loved him as much as I loved her. And when he stared me down, that ghost, I knew he was here to kill me, to make it right. And why shouldn't he? Why didn't he? He couldn't save his kid, his baby. And that's what brought him back. I guess when he saw I was trying to do my part for America, he remembered who he was. And he forgave me. God! But I don't deserve it, God damn it! There is no atoning for what I've done. God! But maybe this is the next best thing. Maybe he brought me back from the beach for a reason. One last time. He wanted me to do this. To keep on being Die Hardman.
No. He didn't. Nobody wants a president who acts like they're immortal. And if you're not scared of death, how can you value life? And life is pretty fucking fragile right now. And yeah, the old ways die hard. But that's what's gonna have to happen if we're gonna come together and build a better America. That gun won't help you here. That's her words, not mine.
This is very poignant for modern day America. I'm just saying.
Hey, Sam. Been waiting for you.
Lou? Dead?
Poor thing was never truly alive. Not in this world, at least. The decommissioning order finally came through. Can't risk necrosis. The body can't stay here. I thought you might want to take care of it. You could try taking Lou out of the pod just to see what happens. But that would be in direct contravention of an executive order. And there are laws about that kind of thing, now that we're a nation. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. But if the alternative is defying the president, I can't do that either. Not me.
All right. I'll go to the incinerator.
One last haul. Hello there, Kamcha.
Before you leave, I'd like to check something quickly. I just took your cufflinks offline. In that state, there'd be nothing to stop you from removing them. If you did, the UCA wouldn't know where you were or how to find you. You'd be invisible. When you use the incinerator, you'll be reconnected to the network automatically. I trust you'll remember what I said.
Right. Absolutely.
One last delivery.
Thanks for everything.
Hey, you?
How's the weather?
Don't think you'll be needing an umbrella. I decided to follow my father's dream after all. Don't worry. I won't get mixed up with any terrorists this time. UCA's got my back. We're the first private delivery company to get the official approval.
Sounds like you're moving up in the world. Congratulations.
Thanks. Wait. There's something I have to tell you. I didn't shoot Higgs. Couldn't pull the trigger. So I let him choose. Death or eternal solitude on the beach.
Fair enough. You never did like breaking things.
That's right. I find and fix what's broken. And reconnect. I'm fragile.
but not that fragile.
Want to come work for me? Could use a man like you.
The world's still broken. Same as before.
What isn't? But we're still here. We're still chugging along.
Not everyone. Not me.
Come on. You put America back together, didn't you?
Doesn't mean there's a place for me. I've got no ties to anyone or anything. I might as well be dead. I felt like that when we first met in the cave. I still do.
Don't act like you're the same person. You've learned how to touch, to feel. You've connected with people. With us.
Everything I touch, I lose.
Well, I guess that's somewhat... I don't know if I'd say lose, because most of it you give back. Because he delivers.
Come on, Lou. One last delivery.
Alright. Well. Talk about everything coming full circle. Game effectively ends with the same two missions that started it. Go to the isolation ward, go to the incinerator. The sky is still a little different. You can kind of see through the chiral clouds almost. See, this is where the credits should be rolling. But that's just me. That would be kind of an old school video game ending. Character running across a field with credits rolling. Igor's ladder still exists, huh? does feel like there's sunlight peeking through now.
Tomorrow we must reach for.
Alright. Well, we're almost there. Bring in loot. I have a feeling Sam will be opening that thing before we put the pod in the incinerator. That's my edumacated guess. And so far I've been pretty good at edumacated guessing this game. I think it's kind of cool though, literally this has followed the same path. Even as the, as taking Bridget up here. Just, I don't think there'll be any BT attack after we activate the incinerator. Poor Lou. So much chiral density in this area. Alright. Well, let's get in there, get this over with, and then we can go home and have some dinner. Isn't that right, Sam?
Alright. I guess we're here. You still with me, Lou?
Poor thing was never truly alive. Not in this world, at least.
Well, thanks for everything.
Child's special. One of a kind.
A BB candidate.
Either that, or
A sacrifice.
A foundation.
thought you're an astronaut. Mankind can go anywhere, even outer space. You'll be out of there in no time. And the second all this is over, I'm gonna take you wherever you want to go.
Oh.
Can I help you? Holy shit. John, is that you?
Captain, what are you doing here?
My wife's checked in. They don't want a repeat of last year.
The Void out in Manhattan. I'm so sorry. I didn't know you were the husband.
This isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
This is a woman in a mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
I have a duty to protect our country. Lies are an unfortunate necessity.
The President gave me the highest level access privileges. I've used them to manipulate the security system. We have 5 minutes before it resets, sir. 5 minutes to talk. Off the record. Take BB and get out of this place. There's nothing I can do for your wife. I'm sorry. You were my commanding officer, but I swore an oath to the President to protect her and the country at all costs. Now, if she orders me to do something, I have to do it. I have to. But I served under you first. And your family doesn't deserve this. Any of this.
Why are you helping me? If they catch you.
Because you saved my life, sir. Again and again. When the brass sent us into the jaws of hell, it was you that brought us home. Back then, I thought I was invincible. I thought I was some kind of action hero. But I'm not the hero. You are, sir. You're the reason I'm still alive. And it's past time I paid that debt.
Just the amount of
They're
die-hard
moving your son
references.
to a new facility tomorrow. You'll never see him again. He'll serve as the foundation of a new communications network. A sacrifice for a nation that no longer exists. I wrote down everything you need to know. It was the only way to keep it off the system. Burn it when you're done. The rest is up to you, sir. I believe this belongs to you, sir. Now, I can't terminate your wife's life support from inside her room. System won't allow it. So, this is the only other option. An alarm is set to go off if she flatlines. I've rigged the system to spoof her vitals. But you won't have long. 5 minutes, tops. Don't hesitate, sir. This is the only chance you'll get.
This game is heavy all the way up to the end.
I'm sorry, Lisa. Don't worry. I'll take care of him. I promise you. Promise you.
Still kind of confused on whether BB-28 is the one in the pod or if it's Sam.
My animal, Lisa. BB. BB. BB, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Daddy.
Okay. So are we taking him out of the pod?
I just took your cufflinks offline. In that state, there'd be nothing to stop you from removing them. If you did, the UCA wouldn't know where you were or how to find you. You'd be invisible. When you use the incinerator, you'll be reconnected to the network automatically. You could try taking Lou out of the pod just to see what happens. But that would be in direct contravention of an executive order.
So he didn't take it out of the pod?
A purpose that cannot fulfill outside the pod. There is a 70% risk of catastrophic failure simply in removing it. Are we doing here? Mr. Kojima had one more trick up his sleeve. Bonk. Bonk. Okay. Well, the door opened. Whoa. There's Daddy. Bonk. Uh-oh.
Freeze! Hey, put it down! Drop it! Put it down!
Back off. Back off!
Get him! Don't do it! I'll handle this.
You really didn't make it that far.
Oh, God. sorry, Captain.
Don't! You got it! You two! Stay there! And hold your fire!
Thanks for trying, John.
Stop! Step aside, sir, or we'll be forced to open fire.
It's a dead end. He's trapped. Security will take it from here.
It's nice to finally be able to get to see all these scenes outside of the pod, I will say. And yes, boy, BB will be a real boy, like you and Pinocchio. I'm just kidding, only one of the two of you is real. That's Pinocchio.
In here!
What?
I'm sorry, Lisa. I screwed it up. I've ruined everything.
This room is off limits. No one goes in. But he's in there, sir. I saw him. You saw him wrong. Now check the other way. Go! Yes, sir.
No. Open it up. He's inside.
Move, dumbass.
BB. Don't worry. It's okay. I'll always be with you. See the sunset. The day is ending. Let that yawn out. There's no pretending. I will hold you and protect you. So let my warm you till I found out I was gonna be a father, I was so scared. Scared of what it would mean. I had to be there for you and your mom. myself killed anymore. Couldn't leave you all alone. I couldn't.
Get off of him! Now!
I had it all wrong. All wrong. Being a father didn't make me scared. It made me brave. I'm sorry. Sorry it took me so long.
Captain, look at you.
Don't make the same mistake. Be yourself. Be free.
Oh my God.
There's Sam.
Captain, I need you to hand it over.
Shoot him, John.
Let it go. Please!
Shoot him! I gave you an order. Shoot him!
He told me your name was Sam Porter. But you're Sam Bridges. My son. My bridge to the future. Without you, I was just like any other Cliff. Dead end. No way forward. Nothing but an obstacle. Looking on at the world people like you were trying to build. Dividing people was the only thing I was ever good at. But not you, Sam. You bring people together. You're their bridge to the future. And mine. Come on, Sam. Stand up.
Is this me?
Bridget.
Oh, God. Not BB2.
that ties into Amelie finding the baby on the beach that we saw at the beginning of this stream. I see. I see what you're doing here. Oh! Back to the seam. And the beach.
Sam. There you are.
That would explain his scar.
You want to go home? Let's go home. It's okay.
That's a friggin' trip. So whenever you were reliving the BB's memories, you were reliving
I know
your
the way.
own memories from when they were used, when Sam was being used as a... That's quite a lot of strands that tie those people together. Spaceman. Okay.
There you are. Welcome back.
You understand his days as a BB are over, now that his connection to the other side has been severed.
It was me who cut the cord. So yes.
A deathless repatriate in the world of the living. Should we decommission him?
In a manner of speaking. embrace him as my own.
Come on, Lou. Wake up. Come on, Lou, wake up.
His soul is going off.
Come on, Lou, wake up. Wake up. Come on. Wake up! Wake up. Lou.
What is he holding? Oh. Okay. How did he get that? And are those supposed to be other bridge babies or just BTs? Well, that is definitely yeah, that was impressive. So I guess it ends with the Death Stranding being finished because the extinction entity was contained. The last BB was let out of its pod. Because as it was already mentioned, all of the other BBs had been used to form the chiral network. So, interesting. Well, as I expected, I was actually expecting there to be a boss fight in this, but I guess the giant whale thing was the final fight. But overall, that was Death Stranding. A fantastic journey indeed, love, well said. And, yeah, a great, very relevant story for the age that we currently find ourselves in. So, my hats goes off to Hideo Kojima for creating a unique experience that was meant to be an experience. Because again, if I was going to say anything about this game that was kind of a critique, there really wasn't much of a challenge. Any combat scenario was almost... Like I said in the previous episode, every combat scenario seemed more to be something to slow your progress rather than a challenge that would stop you. But then again, being a challenge and being like a game in a traditional sense is something that this definitely was not. So, you know, I don't even know if I could call that a fair critique. It was just another element of the world and the story that Kojima had created. But yeah, definitely a fan. I can see why this game is polarizing for a lot of reasons. I can see why a lot of people maybe kind of dismissed it. But, you know, overall I thought it was very interesting. It definitely had something to say. So, if cinematic or philosophical games are kind of your thing, Death Stranding, definitely something I would recommend you play for yourself, even if you haven't played it and just had the ending spoiled here and are still listening to me go on. And what did Insomniac Games have to do with this? And Bend, interesting. But anyway, if you're all still here listening to me talk, obviously, as I mentioned before, during the end credits, I was going to do a little bit of a channel announcement. So basically, as I've been alluding to throughout this stream, or not this particular stream, but this series, Death Stranding is going to be pretty much the last game that I stream live on YouTube. I will be moving all of my live streams to Twitch going forward because Twitch has a higher bit rate. It allows us to do a little bit more, but everything that I do will still be uploaded to this YouTube channel. I'm not forgetting that at all. So, you know, we're still gonna show love to y'all. If you want to catch me live going forward, I will be on Twitch, but if you miss me on Twitch, you will always see what I've done being posted here, and I do have a bunch of other games coming up. I haven't forgotten about Inside. I know I just did the one episode of that, and me and the boy, when we were looking at it and when we were testing out trying to do it again later, just not happy with the visuals. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and pre-record a series of Let's Plays for Inside. So that actually won't be live, but that will be a shorter series, because like Limbo before it, Inside, not a very long game. What I will be playing live, however, is the antithesis to a game like Death Stranding. Kind of like how this music is the antithesis to music that I generally listen to. But anyway, we have just finished a long, methodical, slow-paced, plotting, deep and philosophical game. So, if you move over to Twitch, either later tonight or tomorrow, you will catch me doing something fast-paced, filled with fucking demons, and traipsing through the hell that is Doom Eternal. I loved the reboot of Doom that was made in 2016. I think that id Software knocked it out of the park, remembering what made games like Quake and older FPSs so memorable, so iconic, and why they're still fun to this day. So, you know, we're going to be throwing all types of serious story to the wind for some good old-fashioned carnage. And other than Ghost Runner, which I still need to finish, the second first-person game that I will have played in this game on this channel, this actually will be a shooter. So you get to see how shitty my aim is in first person. But that is going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm gonna let this credit roll play because there may be a post-credit scene. Boy needs to get over. There we are. He just needed to get past me. And, yeah. Again, thank you, everyone, for joining me on this incredibly long journey. 68 episodes on this series, so easily the longest series to date. Leave a like on the video if you made it this far and you haven't already, because, well, obviously you made it this far, so you liked what you saw. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell. That way you can notice when the videos are up on the channel. And of course, follow me on Twitter. I am increasing my activity there. You can follow me at the War Hamster, and of course, follow the War Hamster on Twitch, because if you want to see me live, that's where you're going to want to go to check that out. And we're going to have some fun. We'll have some chats. Y'alls can help me grind to affiliate, and I'm going to get that channel off the ground. So that'll be fun. Analytics. And light techno. Again, Low Roar, thank you very much for basically making your soundtrack a Low Roar album, Mr. Kojima, because it gave me a good breadth of their music. I really do like their music, so I will definitely be checking this out. And, you know, obviously, it should be pointed out that there's still a lot to do. Oh wow, cool! It mentions all of the porters that, like, built stuff that I came into contact with or used. But yeah, I do intend to do a little wrap-up on this. That actually will probably be on Twitch as well. Basically just 5-star in places. I gotta find that first prepper shelter in the mountain. It looked like there was one other area to put on the chiral network in the mountain that I didn't get to, but still got a 5-star. Still got to find all of the memory chips, and you know, there'll be a little bit of wrap up. But I've been playing this game for a long time, so I really am going to be putting it down for a bit, coming back to that later. But yeah, next up, Doom Eternal, and then after that, who knows? Maybe The Witcher 3. Maybe they'll have made Cyberpunk playable by then. Or maybe by that time I'll have a PS5 and we'll be playing Demon's Souls for y'all. And Spider-Man Miles Morales. Because those still are pretty much the two games. Oop, post-credit scene, told you.
Louise.
And they all lived happily ever after. Oh, now we get the different language voice actor cast. Okay. 26 tumbles taken, 2 pieces of footwear that were fully worn out. I ingested 176,142 milliliters of water. Transfused 18,263 milliliters of blood. These are some interesting stats. ate 360 cryptobiotes, rested for a total of 48 hours, 34 minutes, and 59 seconds. Obviously, that was all off stream. Because, there were plenty of times that I just set him down for a rest, didn't turn the game off, ended the stream, went up for a smoke, and then came back down, turned the stream back on, and picked up. But, yeah. Types of items fabricated, 48 out of 72. So I got to fabricate the rest of those to get the achievement for that. Built 101 structures, 40 road sections restored. 40? Really? There were 40 of those? I thought it didn't feel like there were 40 of those. It just felt like there was a lot of materials that had to go into them. Traveled a total of 719.8 kilometers. That's definitely means that the size of the world, the United States in this game, is not proportionate to the actual size of the United States. Total playtime, 134 hours, 52 minutes, 40 seconds. I did do a lot. Most of that it was on stream because, well, only 48 hours of it pretty much was spent resting and off stream. Orders completed, 365. As many orders as there are days in the year. 69 orders for Sims, 227 standard, 67 bot, 2 supply requests. Picked up 448 pieces of lost cargo. Delivered 325 of them. 112 for high-ranking valuations, and 101 specifically for Legend of Legends. Delivered a total of 1,480 pieces of cargo with a total weight of 20.01 tons. Jesus. Nope. Soothe BB 159 times, got 1,251 likes from him. 32 bridges contracts made, 32 UCA members recruited, 31 3-stars, 34 stars, 26 on Max Connect. 2,652 connections with other players. Total likes received, 361,048. 113,277 of those coming from NPCs, 247,771 coming from other Death Stranding players. So, apparently I put structures in the right places. There we go. Ooh, new music. Even more new music. Even more new music. Even more new music. Even more new music. And more there. More there. Whole bunch of friggin' journals. New features have been added to your private room. Memories of Cliff and change color scheme. Right. And pretty much, now that I've beaten the game, from what I've read, they do pretty much open up a free roam. So you can just do standard orders, get everything you missed, trophy whore, all that. We are not going to be doing that. Once it gives me the option to hard save, I'm pretty much done. Whoa! What? Okay.
Good morning, Sam. Blood collection complete. Thank
you for your
generosity.
It flips you back in time because...
Well, look who's awake. Morning, Sam. You'll be happy to hear your vitals have stabilized, and that you're well on your way to recovery. Not that it's your fault, but what I wouldn't give to trade places. We're all stuck in the president's office, working like dogs to get everything ready in time for the inauguration. But at least one of us is still free as a bird. You should head out. Make the most of it. Could even do some orders if you wanted. Might do you good to get back in the game. You may recall it was raining buckets back when you left for Amelie's Beach. We took a real beating at the time, but we've done our best to service the structures and vehicles in the area. So you know, any cargo that was stored in your private locker at a damaged facility should have been transferred to your private locker here at this distro center. Anyway, busy or not, we'll still be on the end of the line if you need us. And if you want some alone time, we should be able to manage for now. Just make sure you're back in time for the big day, all right? See you then. Hey, Sam, you sure you don't have any unfinished business?
Ha. So that's how they do it. They kind of put you... So I guess the inauguration that we witnessed with Die Hardman giving his speech to the nation was 2 weeks after waking up here. So this is how they kind of get you into the finishing off everything. And what an awesome toy for a final part of the collection. That is big. I can't wait to see how that fits in here. But yeah, hell, again, I think that's going to do it for Death Stranding for the next little while. And again, thank you everybody for joining me, checking this out, and coming on this wild ride. Again, leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can see when further Let's Plays are uploaded. I will be doing a Let's Play, as I mentioned, for Inside, and then follow me on Twitch, where you can catch me playing Doom Eternal until that's done. Anyway, until next time, y'all stay safe. You wash your goddamn hands. Stay inside whenever possible. Watch me on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch. And I'll see y'all in the next series. Take care.